Good morning, I'm Callie.
And I'm Trace. Welcome to Eye on the Eagle.
Charity Drive has been a huge success so far. Be sure to bring in all of your pledge money from Third Block Throwdown. We still have $7,000 in pledge money that needs to be turned in. One of the many events from Charity Drive was bubble soccer. Here's Alex with an inside look.
Bubble soccer is an official organization in the United States. You simply put on the bubble like a book bag and there are handles in front of you to grab. Carolina Outdoor Adventures gave us the opportunity to hold this event here at Airport last week during Charity Drive. We held this event on Friday on the football field at lunch. There were 5 people on each team and there were 2 game modes that were played. There was free play, where there was no ball and no real teams, and you could hit anyone even if they had the same color bubble. Then there was soccer, but with the twist of being in bubbles and being able to ram into each other. We raised a total of $125 from this event. All the students had a blast running into each other and raising money for charity.
Thanks, Alex.
We had another great food fest. This is always our favorite day of the year. Here's Callie with a look at some of our delicious food.
Food Fest is an annual event that normally happens during the month of March. Vendors and school clubs get together and each create a dish for students and faculty to purchase. From drinks, pies, chicken bog, and even chicken wings, Food Fest is something you will never want to miss. All of the money from Food Fest goes towards our Charity Drive goal. This year, our goal was $60,000 and Food Fest helped us get closer to reaching it.
Wow, I'm already hungry for next year. I guess we always have the fair in October to hold us.
So, how do you guys feel about the new but not so new Snapchat update? The update has a lot of users at Airport upset. Here's Taylor with the scoop.
I use it daily to talk to my friends.
I say about 5 hours a day. I use Snapchat 24/7.
I do use Snapchat and I use it about 3 to 4 times a day.
I kind of like it. It's not the best, but it still works.
It sucks. It's garbage. I don't like it at all. They shall, revert it back to how it used to be. I feel like they're losing, their fans.
I don't really like it that much. I like it the way it was whenever it used to be the older update because there's too much going on the left side.
See, I texted the wrong people. I was texting like somebody, right? And then it goes down. So I text somebody else. Some stuff.
I have definitely gone down in using it. I used to look at it a lot more, but now I kind of stray away from it.
Move the stories back to the story side.
just change it back to how it used to be. You know what I mean?
I would definitely change it and go back to the way it originally was, and I'd want to be on it a lot more.
I'm gonna still use Snapchat because I could get in contact with my friends.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a good way of communication, or show people like what you're doing throughout the day and stuff.
I'm still going to use Snapchat so I can get in touch with my friends and just really be there for them.
If you haven't noticed, Snapchat has recently updated their software. There are positive and negative feedbacks, but from our research, we have only discovered the dislikes of the new Snapchat update. They hate that the stories and the messages are on the same side, and the stories should be moved back to the right side. They think that when you text someone, it should stay on the top and not the bottom.
Thanks, Taylor. I don't really like the new update either. Recently, student government went to the SCASC state convention at Easley High School. Our very own Trace Wingard was elected as District 3 chair. Here's a look into a little more about SCASC.
Each year, our student government attends the SCASC State Conference. This year, we went to Easley High School. 3 of our students ran for office this year. Callie Richburg ran for SCASC Recording Secretary, Trace Wingard ran for District 3 Chair, and Kayleen Hall ran for District 3 Vice Chair. The conference takes place over 3 days, March 16th, 17th, and 18th. There we attend workshops, general sessions, and reunite with our SCASC friends. How can you explain SCASC to someone who has never heard of it before?
Well, SCASC is South Carolina Association of Student Council, and basically what it is every student council across our state comes together and we learn about leadership. We do workshops, we do swap shops, and we kind of trade information on how to lead our school, how to grow as leaders, and it really is like a family. Everybody loves each other, we all talk to each other, it really is cool.
What will your responsibilities be now that you have been elected D3 Chair?
So as D3 Chair, number one, I'll have to host a District 3 rally, which basically it will be here, and it's a big workshop for all of our D3 schools, which is Lexington, Aiken, and Kershaw, I believe. They'll all come here and we'll have a day rally with food and speakers and all kinds of stuff. I'll also have to be a junior counselor at camp, so basically I'll have to act the leadership role at camp and run a council and do all kinds of fun stuff. I'll also have to be the spokesman for District 3, so I'll have to preside at all meetings and lead everything. And then next year at state, I'll have to play a leadership role at state too.
Thank you for your time, Trace.
For District 3 Chair, we have Trace Wingard.
Thank you so much, Katie. And wow, Trace, you have a big job to do.
Last week, the Lexington-Richland County Special Olympics basketball tournament was held here at Airport. 7 schools and organizations competed the tournament. Here's Rachel with an inside look.
Special Olympics is a program that provides year-round sports training and athletic competition in a variety of sports for children and adults with intellectual disabilities. This gives them the opportunity to develop physical fitness and participate in the sharing of skills and friendship with their families, other Special Olympic athletes, and the community. Airport has proudly participated in the Special Olympics for nearly 20 years now. Recently, we hosted a Richland and Lexington County basketball tournament that included 5 versus 5, 3 versus 3, pass, shoot team skills, and individual skills. The students here at Airport prepared for the event with the help of fellow peers that assist the students in learning the sport they wish to participate in. Lexington 2 Target Program, Lexington High School, River Bluff High School, Irmo High School, Swansea Adult Program, Swansea High School, and Airport High School all competed in the basketball tournament here at Airport. Special Olympics strives to create a better world by fostering the acceptance and inclusion of all people regardless of their disability. It provides opportunities for those with intellectual disabilities to participate in sports on a level playing field and to be engaged for all of their capabilities.
Thanks, Rachel. We're always so impressed with our Project Unify partners.
Trace Wingard sat down with Ms. Hall to discuss school safety in light of the recent tragedy in Florida. We all want to work together to make the school a safer place for everyone.
After recent events at a school shooting in Florida, we're all more concerned about school safety than usual. Airport High faculty, staff, and administration are here to ensure our safety. We sat down with Ms. Hall to discuss this topic.
Ms. Hall, thank you for talking with us today. So, what precautions do you and the rest of our staff take to ensure our safety here at Airport?
Well, one thing we need to make sure we're doing a better job of is wearing our student IDs. That helps us identify who belongs and who doesn't belong. Asking teachers to be at their doors during class change time, bell change time, being at their duty post on time, being present in the hallway and being able to see our kids coming and going is one of those major precautions to make sure everybody's safe. Making sure everybody's at their duty post, and then making sure that everybody knows the plan. You know, we've got a security plan. We go over it. We go over it at the beginning of the year. We go over it at the middle of the year, and then we've got to practice those drills. Making sure we practice those drills every month, and making sure the teachers know and the kids know what to do.
And are there times during the day that you take more precautions more than others?
I take more precautions when y'all are in big group settings. So breakfast in the morning, lunch, bell change time, because that's when everybody's in mass movement and it's easy for something to go wrong. You know, this is a very large campus. So it's not just me and my administrative staff being out in the hallway or teachers being out in the hallway. We've got to get you guys trained to be on the lookout when things don't look right.
And after recent events, are you as well as other schools on a higher alert?
Oh, absolutely. You know, what happened in Parkland was just a huge tragedy. And you learn from their mistakes. You hear the things on the news. You get briefings when you go to meetings, and you hear security briefings from you know, law enforcement side of what went right and what went wrong. And you always go back and look at your plan and say, okay, what have we got in place and what can we do to make it better? You know, did we look at it at that angle? That's not going to work, and try to improve upon it. So one, we hope it never happens here, but two, that we've got a good plan in place to be able to handle it if it does.
And to a student that is scared of coming to school or being at school, what would you tell them?
I'd tell them there's nothing to be scared of. School is probably the safest place there is to be, because we've got rules, we've got procedures, we know what those safety plans are.
And do you think we, the students, are prepared for an event like that?
I don't think our students are prepared like they should be. I think we need to do a better job of teaching kids what to do when. When bad stuff happens, like fire drills, you guys know what to do. We've been practicing it for years. Nobody's died in a school fire since 1975. Y'all are great at running out the building, lining up like you should, and standing there until we're all accounted for. But some of these other drills, like lockdown, they're a little more scary. And it's going to take a little bit for law enforcement to get here. So we've got to figure out, how do we survive? How do we hang on until, you know, the good guys come in and help us? And I think we've got to teach you guys some skills and some strategies to help yourselves in that situation. You know, we've got a lot going on. You guys are out in the hallway. You know, you've got passes and y'all are going different places. You know, what happens if y'all are out in the hallway and a lockdown occurs? What do? You know, we've got to give you the strategies and the skills to be able to help yourself.
Thanks, Trace. Stay tuned for our new ongoing series about school safety.
Last week, we also held the annual Crescent Cup soccer tournament. Here's Farrah with an inside look.
What is the Crescent Cup?
The Crescent Cup was formed 3 years ago when the combination of the Lady Bearcat Invitational hosted by BC and Airport's Lady Eagle Classic combined to make one tournament. This year we actually went back from the Crescent Cup to just the Lady Eagle Classic because we decided not to host with BC anymore. Who needs BC, right?
How does it benefit girls soccer?
It's our major fundraiser for girls soccer, so it benefits us in many ways. Number one, it allows us to raise a lot of money in a short period of time through hard work from our parents, our players, our coaches, and that money is therefore used to buy equipment and uniforms and stuff to support all three of our teams with girls soccer. It also gives us at least three games against opponents from all over the state. And we get to see different styles of play, and gives us more game experience, getting us ready for the region.
How much time actually goes into planning the tournament?
Whew. I could not tell you the hours I spent on planning the tournament, but it starts, the planning for the tournament already starts, for next year's tournament has already started. We have to pick a day, we have to get teams in there, so we have to invite teams, what teams are invited, then we have to look at a schedule, we have to get the entry fees, we have to get the rosters, we have to get programs. It is a ton of work that goes into these tournaments. I would estimate at least 100 hours of man time of work to put into it before the tournament even gets close. And so, but it's a lot of fun, and our girls like it, and again, it helps support our program.
Thanks for all your hard work, Morris.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Farah. We hope it warms up soon for those night games.
Here's information about the Airport Education Foundation, brought to you by Christina.
My name is Christina. I'm here with Eye on the Eagle with Ms. Richburg to talk about the Airport High School Educational Foundation.
The foundation is a group of former students, teachers, businessmen, businesswomen who have come together. We've been doing this now for probably 25 years, where we raise money to give back to the school. We give it back in the form of scholarships for students. We give them back in form of grants for teachers. When certain groups or organizations need money, maybe for trips or whatever, that's what we do. Every bit of the money that we raise goes back to Airport High School. So far, we've given over $285,000 in scholarships. And by the way, if you're a senior, your guidance counselor can give you more information about the foundation scholarships, or you can go to the guidance website on the airport page. The way we raise our money is through our biggest thing is the airport gala, which will be held April the 24th. During that gala, we'll have a silent auction. We have groups and organizations and businesses that buy tables at the foundation. It's a dinner. We'll also be honoring, every year we also at the gala honor and induct new members into the Education Hall of Fame. And then we also induct alumni. And this year's alumni will be Earl Bass, who has he passed away a couple of weeks ago. He was a really good baseball player here when he was at the airport. Karen Roof and Gary Taylor will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. But the main focus of the foundation is to give back to Airport High School. I think the deadline's not until after the spring break. So yes, there's plenty of time. Just make sure you do it.
Thanks, Christina.
It's getting close to the end of the year, and many seniors are counting down the days till graduation. I'm counting down the days till spring break. Here's David with some more important information for our seniors.
Do you know about the Hope and Life scholarships?
No.
No.
I do not.
Most people don't know what the Hope and Life scholarships are. Here's Miss Stanton to explain it to you.
Okay, so we started the lottery a few years ago, and the purpose of the lottery was so that students wouldn't have to spend their own money to go to college. So one of the scholarships is called the Hope Scholarship, and that's for students that want to go to any four-year school, public or private, in the state of South Carolina, as long as you have a 3.0 the day you graduate. There's no application for that. Your transcript is sent to each college that you apply to, and so the financial aid office at that college will recognize that and award you the money, which is $2,500 a year and $350 for books. As long as you maintain your grades your first year of college, then you will continue getting that for 4 years. The Life Scholarship is for students that are going to a four-year college, and you have to have there's three criteria. You have to have 2 out of 3. You have to have a 3.0 GPA, you have to be in the top 30% of the class, or you have to have an 1100 on the SAT and a 24 on the ACT. And that is for $5,000 a year, and same thing, you have to maintain it after your first year. Your grades are good, then you maintain it for 3 more years, for a total of 4 years. And there's also a Life Scholarship for 2-year colleges. If you want to go to any of our 2-year schools, technical schools, public or private 2-year schools, just by maintaining a 3.0 at graduation, you get all of your tuition paid and $300 for books. So basically, anybody going to a 2-year school, it's pretty much for free.
Thanks so much, David, and hang on, seniors. You are almost there. Here's Christina with some humor for the day.
Seven plus 6 is 12, or 7 plus 6 are 12.
Is.
R.
I'll take R. Is like y'all
Se-
stupid. It's
7
it
plus
is.
12, R4.
Is. No, 7 plus 12
R4.
is. Okay.
R4.
Oh God.
Weighs more, a pound of cotton or a pound of stone?
Both of them are the same. A pound of cotton and a pound of is the same.
7 plus 6 is 12, or 7 plus 6 are 12?
Is.
Is?
Yes. Not 7 plus 2.
Ah!
Is.
So 7 plus 6 is 12.
7 plus 6 is 12.
Alright. Which of the following states has the most population? Miami, Chicago, or Las Vegas?
Las Vegas. Everybody go down there to play poker.
Las Vegas?
No. Chicago.
So what's the capital of Chicago then?
Chicago.
7 plus 6 is 12, or 7 plus 6 are 12?
Is.
So 7 plus 6 is 12?
7 plus 6 is 12.
Which of the following states has the biggest population? Miami, Chicago, or Las Vegas?
Miami.
Miami? Which of the following states has the biggest population? Miami, Chicago, or Las Vegas?
Chicago.
Chicago?
Yes.
That's the state with the biggest population?
That's a state.
Which of the following states has the biggest population? Miami, Chicago, or Las Vegas?
Chicago.
9 plus 1.
10.
What's 5 plus 5?
10.
What's aluminum foil made out of?
10.
Yeah, spell 12.
TWELB. TWEL. 12.
Oh wait, no, it's got an E at the end.
Yeah, no, 12? No,
12.
12. Like fourth. TWEL.
Which weighs more, a pound of cotton or a pound of stone?
Pound
Pound of stone.
None. They're both weigh pound. Come on now.
No, wait. Oh, yeah.
7 plus 6 is 12, or 7 plus 6 are 12?
7 plus 6 is 12.
Which of the following states has the biggest population? Miami, Chicago, or Las Vegas?
Miami.
How many stars on the American flag?
55.
What's 9 plus 1?
9 plus 1 is 10.
What's 5 plus 5?
10.
What's aluminum foil made out of?
10.
If YES is yes, what is EYES?
Yes. Wait, easy. Easy?
Spell 12.
Spell 12. TWEL.
What's taller, 5'12" or 6 foot?
12.
What's 9 plus 1?
9 plus 1. 10.
What's 5 plus 5?
10.
What's aluminum foil made out of?
Tinfoil.
Have a great week, Eagles.
What show choir is. It is a new after-school activity here at Airport. For people that enjoy singing and dancing, this can be a fun experience. You can make friends and have a good time. If you seem interested in show choir, you can try out for it next year.